Alright, so now let's compare the new Super Saiyan Gohan to the very first release of the Super Saiyan Gohan here on the right. So as you can see here, the old one came with 5 extra face sculpts right there, and it comes with like some couple of smiling faces there, and some looking to the right or left, and then the old one pretty much has like a regular hair. Super Saiyan here, and next one the other head sculpt comes with the powered up Super Saiyan here or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan here. And as you can see here, this new one has like the damaged face sculpts, no smiling faces, just 4 extra face sculpts. And then you have like only 4 extra hands that came with the old one, and then we got like 8 compared to we got 8 on the new one. And of course the capes are very different. The new one has the wired cloth cape with the plastic shoulder pads right there, but on the old one, it's pretty much plain plastic, nothing super special about it, no articulation whatsoever. But it does have the shading, which is pretty nice, as you can see. But you just put it on and that's pretty much it. You can't really do any cool poses with it, because it's meant for just the Gohan's having like the basic standing pose. And that's pretty much what the differences between the parts and accessories of the two figures. Alright, so here's the brand new SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Gohan, the fighter who surpassed Goku, or also known as Super Saiyan Gohan 2.0. So technically this is 2.0 version of the first Super Saiyan Gohan that was released many years ago during the early days of SH Figuarts, but this is the improved versions that include the cloth cape and more, I guess, more accurate, anime accurate version of the figure. So let's check it out let's check out the parts and accessories before we check out the figure. So here we have 3 extra face plates, as you can see here, and actually there's 4, including the one with the extra head right there. And as you can see, they're very, very nicely detailed. Check out the battle damage on this face too, and this one also super angry face right there. And he comes with 4 extra hands, so those are new molds for this figure, and the figure itself is a new mold. And check out this head right here. This is the one with its this is great for action poses where his hair is getting blown by the wind, so very nice. Check that out. And then we have the cloth cape with wire. Oh, check that out, man. So here's the wire on the side right there. Very cool cape. I don't want to touch it with my I don't have dirty hands, so I don't want to like put stains on this cape. So it's very white, and of course it has the cloth cape. It will get stained if your hands are not clean. So check that out, very nice. And you can start posing the cape, man. And took them forever to actually do this, and that's the thing. Maybe that's why the price is a little higher, because of the cloth, the wiring in the cape. But so far, here the shoulder pads are pretty nice, and I think the color of the plastic to the cloth is very close. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like it doesn't match at all. So that's cool that they really did a good job on this. So now let's go ahead and check out the articulation of the figure. So let's start off with the head. So you can move this head around, rotate it. You can look up, which is pretty cool, and you can look down. Very nice, without, and when he looks down, it doesn't really affect, the faceplate here. It doesn't look like it's pushing it off. That's pretty nice. And then let's check out the arms. So it does have a butterfly joint, as you can see there. But this material, the shirt is soft. I think that's with same thing with Superhero Gohan and Orange Piccolo. They've been changing the quality of the upper body. So it's like soft. It's almost like soft plastic. It feels the rubbery also. But so you have your You can rotate your biceps right here. You rotate your arms. So, and then check out the elbows. Boom. There you go. I don't see, there's a gap there, but that will barely show when you start posing him. And then his hands are on the wrist peg right there, or ball joint. Rotate that. And then he doesn't have much of an ab crunch. Not much you can do that except for the waist area right there. You can rotate this. And then check out his thigh area. Here you can rotate this part right here. Same thing on the right. And then knees. Boom. I don't like those gaps there. That's, I think, what could be one of the issues also with the superhero Ultimate Gohan. So it's cool. And then can you rotate his feet? Yeah, you can rotate his feet right here. You can rotate that. Nice. And then he has the updated ankle joints, which the old Gohan didn't have, and I was so annoyed by that because you could really barely bend the ankles in the right position, and this one does it really well. Check that out, man. You could like twist it left and right, and then you can even rotate it, which is pretty cool. And then you have your toe joints. So that's that. And I really like the new articulation of this figure. This technically, I forgot what sculpt this is now. 3.0? 3.0 body sculpt. Yeah, but really nice. I really like the updated articulation of the figure. Alright, so now if you want to replace the faceplate of Gohan, let's use one of this one right here, this angry face. It's pretty easy. Just pull this hair off and then detach it from the hair. Just pull it down. As you can see there's two pegs right there in the holes where it goes to or attaches to. And then let's have this other faceplate and then attach it here like so. There, fits properly, and then pushing this back in. Boom. That's pretty easy. Alright, so now let's attach this extra head onto Gohan. First, let's remove the old one. You just pop this off. Boom. Comes off easily. And now let's attach it. As you can see here, there's the hole right there. Just here's the peg, and just insert that. So line it up properly and insert it. And there you go. Oops, I didn't hear the sound. That's why I thought it wasn't attached. But now it's attached. There you go. Check that out, man. Nice. Alright, now so let's compare all three Teen Gohans that have been released in the line. I have first released Teen Gohan here on the left, which also had the SDC exclusive in 2012. And on the right, we have Battle Damage Gohan, and which also has a Comic-Con exclusive that was just released last year in 2023 with the Ghost Goku. I didn't include the Comic-Con exclusives because they're just repaints of the figure. So as you can see here, all three figures look very different. None of them are pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit of similarities between the first release and the Battle Damage one. But the newest one is way different compared to the two older versions. And let's compare the more similar one, which is the first release. As you can see here, different body sculpt. And here you can notice the hair is more detailed on the new one, lighter hair color. Very anime looking, and here on the left, very just plain, like not a lot of shading on it, very dark yellow. And of course, the face, a lot of people was complaining about the face of this figure, which is all right, I guess. But see on the upper part of the body, like the sleeves here are like attached to the arms here, and not like on the new one, which is still attached to it, but it's way better. How it looks way better, like aesthetically. Check that out. even on the back, so, and then when you move it around, it shows gaps here, compared to the new one. So check that out. So very different, like the muscles are more defined on the new one. Check that out. This version, this looks kind of skinny, but not much articulation. Same thing on the upper torso right there, on the upper body. Belts are different, on the STCC version, I think he has a blue belt with the blue wristbands too, but this one's more, I think, is it more anime or more or manga accurate? I can't forgot already. But yeah, just here on the articulation here on the waist area is very different, especially on the thighs here when it goes down to the legs. Better improved articulation on the thighs. You can rotate these, but here on the old one, there's nothing. It's just one piece of of the thigh, and then knee joints. Pretty much nothing really there. This one has pretty much have knees, so when you bend them, there's no gaps. But here, as you can see, there's holes here on the knees. So they really improved on that compared to the since this version, and of course the articulation on the ankles, which was a big problem back then. It's like not much there. It's okay, I guess, if you're gonna do basic poses, but you know, it's just like it looks like in the ball. It's on a ball joint, and then you have like the toe joints there. Same thing with the new one toe joints here, but way better articulation. Check that out, man. You could really twist it around, move, you know. So you can pull off so many cool poses with the new Gohan. And then let's move on to the battle damage version, which is a more updated body sculpt tool, which is more like, I guess, the 2.0 body sculpting. And he has an ab crunch right there. So very different, because his clothes are pretty much ripped apart, but when it comes to the head sculpts, they improved a lot on the battle damage version. Same thing with the colors of the figure. But the new one looks like pale compared to the battle damage version. This one has more of like a little bit of a tan to it. But this one has a better face sculpt compared to the old one, the first release version. And then the hair, I think they improved the hair, on this new one, on the battle damage version. So more hair here on the top. Same thing, almost similar. I guess they're like almost similar hair sculpt. But this one doesn't have that thing here on the top of his head here. And then yeah, the belts and the wristbands match. And then thigh area are very different. So as you can see there, the way they sculpted this or engineered this is very different compared to the new version. And then you have knees now on this one, which is pretty cool. So, but they're like torn pants. And this one, another complaint that I had about this one that they didn't improve at all is the ankle joints. It's like he's supposed to, you can't bend it at all inwards. So this one a little bit, but this one can't even, not much there because of the boots of the figure they designed it. So, not great articulation on the ankles there, but, they did great on the new version. So still, this one has toe joints. So that's that. And you can really tell the difference of the hair colors right there. But more shading on this one compared to the first release. And then, but I really like the hair on this new one too. It's like a very light yellow. It's like make it seem like it's faded in a way that it's like you can make it seem like it's glowing hair. But this one's like really like yellow, almost like yellow orange hair. So, but aside from that, that's how these three compare. All right, so I have all three Super Saiyan Gohan standing next to each other, and as you can see here, height-wise, the newest one in the middle is the shortest out of all the three. And I think they improved the height of this figure and how it scales to the other figures in the line. But I feel like it's not the other two are not bad at all, scale wise, but some might say they're kind of too tall for Teen Gohans, but when compared to the other figures, but they're not that bad at all scale wise. I mean, we've seen worse, with the other figures, but I feel like, yeah, they improved a lot on the scale of the new Super Saiyan Gohan. All right, so now let's do some height comparisons with the other figures in the Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts line. I have Kid Gohan here on the left, and on the right, I have Krillin, Earth's Strongest Man. And now we have Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku here on the left, and on the right, we have Scouter Vegeta 2.0. Next up, we have Trunks Boy from the Future here on the left, and on the right, I have Piccolo, Proud Namikayan. And next up, I have some of the taller figures in the line. I have First Form Cell here on the left, and on the right, I have Final Form Cooler. So overall, man, I think the new Super Saiyan Gohan is just an awesome figure compared to the previous Super Saiyan Gohans that have been released. Just a great improvement overall in pretty much everything. So he's more anime accurate now, and I'm glad they used the new body sculpting on this one. You can pull off so many cool poses with him, better articulation, better look and feel. You can, as you can see, I used the extra hair that came with him. That's like almost flowing in the wind, so we can pull off so many cool poses with him now with that. And then of course they included the wired cloth cape with this figure, which is pretty awesome, great addition. I'm tired of using that old cape that you can't even pose. So now you have a cape that you can really play around with, and you can pull off so many cool poses with it, like this, and it just adds more character to the figure overall. But overall, I think figure looks great, and uh, his body on the his upper shirt, and this part of his near the waist area. This is not hard plastic anymore. It's pretty much soft plastic that they used, and it doesn't hinder from the articulation anymore. So so it also won't damage any of the paint. So because it's like they use soft material there now. Same thing here, and yeah, the same thing that they used for Ultimate Gohan and Beast. I mean Beast Gohan. Sorry, the Orange Piccolo. So they used it for this Gohan, and which is pretty cool. Hopefully over time it doesn't wear down or anything like that. But I think I'm glad. I think that it's a great improvement on this new Gohan, and I really like the scale of it. They improved the scale of this figure, so it really scales nice with the other figures in the line also. And fortunately, I wish they could have added an FX piece with him. Especially with the price point. This is kind of like a more expensive figure compared to the previous. This is not a $35 figure. I think this goes for like 60 or 65, which I think other people were complaining about. I think it's because of the cloth cape, but I feel like they could have added the extra, what do you call it, extra um, FX piece, just for this figure too, like a Kamehameha FX piece that would have been great. But yeah, but overall, this is definitely a great addition to the SH Figuarts Dragonball Z line.
And that wraps up my review, the brand new SH figure Super Saiyan Son Gohan. Check this figure out in hand, man. Such an awesome looking figure. And here he is wearing his wired cloth cape that you can like move around. Check that out, man. And you can like pose it whatever you like. And depends on your preference, whatever you want to do with the figure, you know. And the cool thing about this is it has the updated body sculpt, you know, and articulation. So you can really pull off some really cool poses with this figure, especially now with the wire cloth cape. You know, it's not gonna get in the way. Unlike the first Gohan that was released with the cape, it's all plastic and doesn't. There's no articulation whatsoever, so it hinders the articulation of the or your the way you pose the figure. So, but I'm glad that they gave us this new Gohan, especially for those who missed out on the previous one. But this is just a great addition to your Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts collection. So this figure is not a is it just a regular is actually a regular release, and it's not a premium bond exclusive. So he's gonna be pretty much everywhere. But he is going for $65. You know, a lot of people are saying that it's a little bit high for this small figure. I think because of the updated engineering and the wired cloth cape, they decided to charge us more. But I felt like at least give us an FX piece with this figure, you know. They could have at least done that. But also, I think that this should figure only cost us like probably $45 to $50. You know, especially it's only a regular release. You know, having at 65 is almost like premium band exclusive prices, and also it's almost like a Comic Con exclusive price. So that's one of some of the things that I have a complaint about. But overall, this figure is a great addition to your collection. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.